And we come to you from one of the truly iconic stadiums in the NFL as you get a look at Lambeau Field here in Green Bay, Wisconsin. We all know this community lives for its Packers, and the green and gold came out of the tunnel a short time ago, and it was loud. We are ready for football, so are they, as the Packers get set to match up with the Pittsburgh Steelers. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. To speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
Still 9 remaining on second down. Play action. It's Jackson. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39.
He's a rookie, and you don't want to get hung up on the word potential. But when you see him make catches like that, you keep thinking to yourself, he's good now. He's got a chance to be great with plenty of work.
Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. Second down.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front. Because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
And this will be incomplete.
So many times we've seen him try to escape the pocket and do something with his legs, but in this case, the pressure was too intense, and he made the wise choice to just get rid of the football and make sure no one was going to get it.
On third down, Jackson. He's got a man wide open. It's Landry. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. A big connection on that one. 37 yards. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. They go back to the ground with Jones. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down. Pretty effective run there, and now they can start to smell that end zone.
Pound the rock. Make sure you use your O-line to set the tone of dominance and physicality, and pound the rock.
And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line.
But we always talk about good down and distance, allowing offenses to expand their playbook. Well, 2nd and 2, that means your playbook's wide open. You can run just about anything. A lot of times, the play caller just looks down at his sheet, sees the short yardage runs, and goes to one of those.
Throwing now, Jackson on first down, eluding the pressure right. And he'll just chuck this one up into row G. It's incomplete.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. From the gun, Jackson. Looking left side, that's caught by Landry. That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. And he's already got 2 catches on the opening drive. They know he's going to be a handful.
And sometimes you game plan for that offensively. You want to make sure that guy touches the ball, and sometimes it just happens naturally. And then you change your game plan. When he has the hot hand, you keep going back to him because he's running routes with confidence as the game goes on. They really had a good drive going there, but a nice recovery by the defense these past few downs, able to knock that one away on 3rd down and bring up what I think for the offense, an unexpected 4th down here.
They're going on 4th down. It's Jackson. And he's got it. It's caught for a Packers touchdown. Deebo Samuel there to make the grab. And the Packers are on the board here first in the season opener. Extra point splits the uprights. And that makes the score 7-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Returning it, John Ross. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. A shotgun snap, Fields. And throw right side complete to Parker. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
Brandon, to me, what's important right here on this drive is for them to get at least 2 first downs. They've got to give their defense a chance to settle down, catch their breath a little bit after they give up a touchdown on the opening drive.
5 yards remain on 2nd down. To throw is Fields. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up. Fields. Hard throw, incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
Now on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. And this one hits at the 1, continues on into the end zone for a touchback. About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. They were successful last time finding the end zone on their opening drive of the season. And they get another shot here with a 1st and 10. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28. Now, you often say that sort of opens the playbook now, 2nd and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going to go down. Jamin Davis. Credit him with a sack as he buries him for a loss of 10. The Steelers now in the nickel here on 3rd down. They go play action with Jackson. This will be caught. It's Samuel. And they do finally get him down, but not before he reaches the 41. It's a big play there for Green Bay.
Well, he reminded us that he was a 1,000-yard receiver a year ago as he starts off week 1 picking up right where he left off. He told us at the end of the preseason he was primed for a big year. He just gave us excellent evidence of his belief.
Now a 1st down carry by Jones. And he'll take this one down to about the 40. A minimal gain as we tick down inside of a minute remaining in the opening quarter.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Here's Jackson to throw. He will find his big tight end over the themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 20-yard line. Had the offense humming on the first drive. Not much has changed here on drive number 2.
No, and I think a lot of times confidence just really kicks in for a team. They may have been confident going into the game, but once you prove it on a drive, it's hard to get out of that mindset, isn't it? And look, let's face it, we can always lock in on the skill position, guys. Those big fellas up front, they're really making this offense go early in the game.
They'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be second and a couple. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. On second down now, it's Jones. And here he'll get it down to the 7. This is a very impressive drive, especially when you consider where they started from to now be set up first and goal.
Yeah, and some nice running right there. That's what got them the first down. But at this point, I suggest open up your playbook. You can call just about what you want.
Jackson now. Throw left side complete. That's Jones. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. That catch good for only a couple.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it could turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
On second and goal, Jackson looking for Landry, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Casey Hayward. And the Steelers are going to have the short field here as they'll take over right at the 50. Charles, not only is that an interception, it's one when you were really knocking on the door for a touchdown inside the red zone.
You're actually thinking points. No matter what, at worst, you're thinking kicking a field goal and getting 3. We might look back on this in the second half and say, you remember when they didn't get points on that drive? This could cost them.
Now a throw here to his running back. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down.
And that's a good job there by the corner. And we do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
Looking to throw again on second down. Fields. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he is out of bounds inside the 35.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's second and 4. From the gun, here's Fields. They'll swing this out to Fournette. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon. And it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
Fournette, a first down carry. Cameron Hayward in on the tackle.
Now that's the type of play that'll fire up the defense. Hold them to 1 yard on a first down run. It'll be interesting to see if the offense decides to press the run at all or if they'll abandon it now after gaining only 1 on that play.
Flush to his right. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the Packers pick it up. Look at the big man rumble. He's at the 30. 10, 5, and he will bring this one back. A fumble return for a Green Bay touchdown. So this defense clicking early in the year, week 1, the return for a touchdown.
The organization made a concerted effort in the offseason to improve this defense. I have to say they like the early returns.
Point after, right down the middle. And that'll make the score 14-0. The kickoff now as he'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive.
It's their third drive now, and so far we've seen a punt. In that second drive, CD, they turned the ball over, so not the start that they were envisioning.
Yeah, they've been ineffective so far, but look, they've worked on a game plan all week long. Don't get away from it too soon. Find a way to get some significant gains, loosen up, get going, and then they should be okay the rest of the way. When you struggle on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you do it like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker. Maybe that'll help them as they head towards the half.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Now Fields. He finds his man, complete. It's Greer. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. Fields tapping it forward, jet sweep. And this will be taken across midfield and into Green Bay territory.
A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
From just shy of midfield, Fields. And the Packers give him nowhere to go, and they bring him down. 2 minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll again head down to visit with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, back for another year. He'll have scores from around the NFL here on this opening weekend. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And incomplete on the deep ball.
One thing you hope to see out of a rookie tight end is a real concentration when the ball's in the air, and I'm not sure that he didn't, but he has to be prepared for people making a play on it when that ball's up for grabs.
And a great job here. This is going to turn out to be a beauty. This is marked down at about the 3-yard line.
That punt was near perfection as it checked up inside the 5-yard line. You never know where these things are going to go, do you?
No, what was it? You got a John Heisman quote about that, right?
He said the football is roughly a prolate spheroid, which means it's going to bounce funny, and you never know where it's going to end up. I guess it's good we can't really read the mind of the defensive coordinator now, huh?
Had him pinned back there deep, give up that run. Can't be happy.
Yeah, whatever's in his mind right now, we probably couldn't say over the air.
Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Jackson to the right side, and he's got Landry complete. And he's going to have a first down here. They're also in a field goal range now at the 27-yard line. They'll throw on first down with Jackson. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. Play action. Now Jackson. And he will find his man Samuel. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter. They go play action now. Jackson. And returns it right back to Samuel. And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds.
Boy, this is a well-orchestrated drive they've put together. You think back to how far they were backed up to start things out. but they've gone on a march since then. And now after that completion there, they've got a first and goal.
Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
They may be snapping the ball near the goal line, but all you're thinking defensively, keep them out of the end zone. Force the incompletion, force them into going for 3, and not giving up 6.
Second down and goal. Jackson. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Darnell Savage. And the Steelers are going to take over once again, and they'll have it at their own 8-yard line.
Boy, that's the kind of interception that can save a game right there. They're already down 2 scores. Huge play, slowing down what was going against them.
I was thinking the same thing. You get down 3 scores there at this stage, could be in for a long ball game. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And they'll begin inside their own 10, so field position certainly not in their favor here. He finds his man, complete. That's Greer. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And right out of the gate, they face what you'd think could be a pretty important drive.
I would say so. You know, they're down 2 scores. That's not the end of the world. It wasn't the strongest of first halves, but for them to start clawing back, they've got to start putting a little pressure on that defense, start cutting into this deficit. You can't have 3 and outs and expect to get that done.
2nd and 6. No, scratch that. 2nd and 7. Play action. It's Fields. Escaping the pressure. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Chandler Jones with persistence, and that persistence pays off. Tracks him down for a 19-yard loss. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. That's Cameron Hayward who got in there to take him down.
I'd say it's not panic time yet, but let's be honest about it. Empty possession here, not what you're looking for when you're down a couple of scores.
Absolutely not. Trying to start the second half off on the right foot. Unfortunately, going to give the ball up. Fielded at the 33. And that's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And it'll be Packer football here. First down and 10. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said as they went back out there was, don't do that again. What do you think?
And the Steeler pressured too much here. He's going down. Von Miller able to drop him for a loss of a couple.
Well, partner, we know they came out of the locker room down on the scoreboard, but I will guarantee you the defensive side of the ball got super emotional. They can come out and play with aggressiveness, with fury, because they don't have to be quite as precise, and it paid off for them on that play, didn't it?
Sure did. Excellent play, really setting the tone for this 3rd quarter. After the sack on 1st down, Jackson. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45.
Now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the 3rd quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
Asante Samuel able to make the play defensively. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. To throw is Jackson. Looking for the out route. It's completed to Landry. Yeah, he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30.
That's another beautiful throw right there. It gets it to his man right in stride. And I think that throw kind of exemplifies what we've seen from this offense throughout this game. They've been in rhythm. They've been sharp. They've been on it. And he picked up another first down there.
7 yards to pick up there.
Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
And he's going to be taken down here. A sack back at the 32.
It was Von Miller who shot in there to get him down.
Enough takes a start to have a good drive. Quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
Off the play fake. Here's Jackson. And the pressure gets to him again. And that'll bring up 4th down on a big sack with a loss of 5. So now the Packers turn things over to the special teams crew. They're on for the field goal try. This from 54 yards away. And that one's not going to get there. Not enough juice. An ambitious effort, but it's well short. And this score will stay right where it is.
Charles, 54 yards. I'm surprised that came up short.
I would agree with that one because normally if he misses, it's accuracy, not length, because he has plenty of leg for that. But maybe it's like I hit my golf shot, you know, maybe it's like my wedge. You know, when you chili dip and you hit the ground ahead of it, sometimes that'll shorten your distance as well.
Now a 1st down throw, Fields.
Going deep downfield for Ross. And is this intercepted? It is. It's intercepted.
Picked off by Pat Surtain. And the Packers force the turnover. They'll take over at the 10. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line.
And they had compiled a pretty long drive last time. Unfortunately, though, it ended with no points after the missed field goal.
And that can hurt the psyche of a team because as they drove downfield, you know you're never supposed to count points in your mind until they go up on the board. Well, let's face it, we've been there. We've seen teams before. They were counting on those points. They didn't get them. Can they come back now, start over again, and grind it out?
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4.
Throwing is Jackson. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. A big play there on the catch and run. Defensively, they just lost him. He was waving his arms saying, I'm wide open. They found him.
Yeah, and it's so interesting about when a receiver starts to wave his arms because some guys, right off the line of scrimmage, they declare themselves open. You know, those guys throw the one arm up, hit me right now. In this case, he was so wide open that he was frantically trying to get his attention to make sure he got the football. And then I'm sure his only thought when the ball was in the air, don't drop it. Had too much time to think.
Lambeau Field, one of the best home field advantages in the NFL, no doubt. And they're a happy bunch here as the Packers lead 3rd quarter.
Touchdown, Packers! Jarvis Landry there to make the grab.
And the Packers are looking good here in the season opener as they're able to extend their lead.
Extra point right down the middle. And it's now 21-0. So they elect to decline it.
And why not? Just go ahead and let the play stand, and they'll take that.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And he's got it. What a catch. catch on the sideline. A big play that time through the air. 31 yards. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10.
You get a rookie tight end who can run like this, it just gives this offense a different dimension than they've had. It's going to be fun to watch his development and how this offense expands as this season moves along.
Fields on 1st down. And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
Here's 2nd and 10. Out of the gun, Fields.
Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a 1st down. Well done.
Again, Fields.
It's a short one here, complete to his tight end.
3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Now a nice throw here, right side. He hauls it in.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
A shotgun give to Fournette. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
The kidder here, it's complete. And in for the Steelers touchdown. A great effort there with his first career touchdown in his first career game.
And the Steelers are finally into the end zone here in this 4th quarter. Extra point by Butker is on target.
And the lead will be cut down to 14. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Now, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking 1st downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, 1st downs, they can't touch the ball.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Now Jackson.
Jackson hit, and he lost the football. And it's picked up by the Steelers. And he'll be down at the 6-yard line.
Partner, that one looked like it was over. I mean, they had control, had the football, and the defense had to make a play in order to keep them in the game. That's exactly what they did.
And now that door ajar, 2-score game, so hold on here, not done in the 4th. The defense gets him the ball via the turnover. Now can this offense cash in? 1st and goal. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. 2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. Fournette running out of the gun. 7 big yards on the carry there to get him within range of the goal line with 3rd down upcoming.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently.
Well, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. Fournette again.
And he's in. Touchdown, Pittsburgh.
Leonard Fournette
Fine work there on the touchdown run. And the Steelers have made it a one-score game again here in the fourth. Extra point by Butker is on target. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. Now, Charles, of course, you got to remember, last possession they fumbled. It led to a touchdown. One-score game here. Got to be careful.
And this is where coaching and training really comes into play, doesn't it? What does everyone say after an error? Next play, move on, next drive. That mantra has to come to the front. They've got to take care of business right here and act like the last series just didn't happen.
52's the mark, boys. 52. Let's go, team. It's going to be a long. Hey, middle. It's going to be
on 2nd and 7, Jackson. Open man is Samuel, complete. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield.
And these guys certainly are not hiding what their intention is. They're absolutely showing it. They're definitely not going to sit on this lead here in the fourth quarter.
From midfield now, here's Jackson. This one swung out here to Jones. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
On 2nd down, it's Jones. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call a timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get in behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. And they'll keep on the ground with Jones. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So it's Packer football here as we welcome you back. They've got a 2nd down now as they search for a way to get this one to the finish line. From the 35 on 2nd down. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Jamin Davis picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. So here we go, Charles, 3rd down. Any chance you're throwing?
I don't think so. I think you got to keep the clock rolling here.
Here's Jackson. And Jones has it over the middle. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
On 1st down, Jones. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down.
Tough day, tough sledding right there, and it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a whole lot better there. Three yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Down to a knee here. The defense still with a couple of timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them. So a it's all over. A Green Bay victory. And with that, our journey begins, Charles. Week 1 in the books. Going to be a great season.
Oh, man, so much to look forward to. Isn't it nice to get a really good game right out of the gate? Preseason behind us. All these games count now, don't they?
Yeah, this is the exciting time with just 1 week gone and plenty of weeks to come. So for the Packers, it was a hard-fought game, and they'll exit 1-0 as they win by a touchdown. And they will hit the road next week. Meanwhile, for the Steelers, they go down to defeat here in the opener. And they'll be at home next week for a date with the Houston Texans. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.